6:27 a.m., whatever that means. I'm lying in the dark and thinking about God, how far I feel from the all, from source, from unconditional love. My ego tells me I'm selfish for my grief and even for my peace, that I must deny, explain, and rationalize my tears. Must we justify our pain and attach to it? Must I feel ridiculous for a shedding and a cleansing? Certainly my body has absorbed so much of this world. I was longing for source in my shell. While I knew where I came from and where I was going, I had to surrender to an in-between, to this game I've played many times, to all I'd forgotten as I fell further into the unconscious. I trace back my hurts and my love, this intertangled web of duality. Well, that was love, and that was free, and that was fear, and that was me. I used to be more in fear than I realized. Fear is so programmed into our beliefs, you can find it everywhere, it seems. I'd been pulling it out of me since 2020, the shadow of the collective exposing itself to the light. It had been there all along, competing for our minds and our souls, promising us its riches of the world, preying on our forgetfulness and creating barriers to point out the powerless. 7:11 a.m., whatever that means. While I love the hope of dawn and a new day lay before me, I wanted to cocoon myself into what was left of the night. I wanted to wrap it around me like a blanket. I wanted to sit in the blackness and stillness. I wanted to be quiet and still in Earth's womb. As I let myself feel how I felt, the tears turned sadness into forgiveness. The quiet turned into a hug and offered me some love. I went from wanting to be held to reaching out my hand beyond myself, sending calm to the field as sirens blared, sending love to the children in need and despair, sending compassion to the fallen. For I too at times have forgotten. 8:05 a.m. My familiar stretches across my heart. 8:06 I can never be far from God. It is only distortion that says we were ever apart.